Hello everyone, this is Sambhu from Cloud Tech. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm also doing well. This is the continuous session from previous session about the Route 53. In this session, I will talk about about the Route 53 little more details what about the CNAME and what it would be the alias name, and if you would like to route your one static website by using S3, then how we can do that by using S3, how we can route it. Okay. In my previous video, I have already demonstrated by using EC2 instance how we can route, and in this session, I will demonstrate basically using S3. Okay, and I will make the S3 as a static website, and that static website how we can map. But here some of the tricky point is there. By using the S3, we should keep some of the point we should keep in mind. So I will show you one by one in this going forward this demo. Okay. So guys, let's move on to this AWS console. So this is my AWS console, and if you click on service, you will be able to see the Route 53 if you recently visit, and if you're not able to see, you can search here like a Route 53, and you will get this Route 53. One more point I want to highlight here, what could be the usability. This is not only for routing. Why we need routing, right? Suppose in your AWS, right, you hosted one big application. In that you have multiple EC2 instance, like one EC2 instance for DynamoDB, one EC2 instance for Vertica, one EC2 instance for like a big data like a EMR or maybe HBase. Okay, but all the EC2 instance, right, there would be that name, like the public or private DNS name, right? It will be the very big, right? Now, if you want to communicate one EC2 instance to other user, like one API server to app server, or app server to API server, that big name, it will be very difficult to map always, right? There sometimes that length will be more, right? But if you want to specified little smaller name, right? Then what we can do, we can create in Route 53 by using this CNAME, right? CNAME, if you create a CNAME, right? This is what the CNAME actually the usability. If you create a small CNAME and if you want to redirect to that defined domain name, right? We can specify the defined domain. So let's go to that, how we can use the CNAME and how we can use basically for the S3, okay? So let's go to here and let's go to the hosted zone. In my previous video, I have already created the hosted zone cloud tech demo, right? And in that I was created some of the record set. So do one thing. So let's go back to here and let's create one more hosted zone here, and with the same domain name I can give here, whatever domain name I give here. So let's copy this and create the hosted name. And let's select here and route 53 then with the string and CNAME. Okay, so let's create this hosted job. Okay, so whenever we are creating it by default, like told you in my previous session, right, there could be two different uh, the record set will be created. One is the name server and one is the SOA. Okay, so in the name server there could be multiple out traffic will be there. So if you are using external, right, in my previous video I already demonstrated, if you are using external domain like GoDaddy or any free domain or any other, right, so then you have to add those records in that those particular DNS from where you are taking the domain, right? So if you not yet watched my previous video regarding the Route 53 with GoDaddy, please have a look. Okay, so let's I have created. So let's create the record set here, and first record set will be I will keep blank as it is, and let's give here IPv4 IP address and select the alias name, and here choose that alias to website S3, right? So before that, let me go to here. Let's see how many bucket we have here S3. So let's click here S3. So I have looks like one bucket here. So I have one bucket. This is the cloud tech, this bucket name, right? So if I suppose I created some bucket here, suppose ABC, okay, bucket something I gave here and gave this one, then this one. We'll see this bucket name, it is displaying there or not. It won't display any bucket name. Let's see here. Select the US test. Virginia, right? Since I'm See, no record found. Why? Because even though I have a bucket, right? Why those record is not coming? Because whenever we are creating the bucket, right? The bucket name should be like what I can say, like whatever the domain name, right? And to where you are want to redirect the CNAME also, right? So that name should be here. Then only it will work that this that S3 it will like in this record endpoint, right? Then only it will display. But if you directly take that S3 here, it won't allow actually. It will give some error, right? Let me show you that. So go to the properties and we have here some name, right? So if you enable here, like this is not a static enable, right? So let's me enable and I'll show you that. Suppose something give it here just to show you that this bucket name will not display there. We have that endpoint also, right? If you click, since it is not displaying, right? If you click here, it won't accept actually. See, it is not accepting, right? So this is how the problem. So we should create the bucket name with this domain name first. Let me go to there. So let's create the bucket name here. Okay, so let's go to this bucket, create bucket, and give the bucket name exact domain name what you have, and then choose that region. And then if you want to block this public access, you can block and then acknowledge this one. Let's create. Okay, so this bucket name creation is done. So let me enable this as a static suite, since we are planning to use this one as a static web page, right? So let me enable this. So let's enable, let's give here dot ht, whatever file name you have, right? So same file name you have to give here ht. If you have any error page or use some other name that page, right? You can give that on. Okay, guys. So let's create. So our bucket, this one is creation done, and it will give some endpoint here. If you click endpoint, right? So it is giving access forbidden. Why? Because that policy, right? Permission we need to enable here, because public access by default it will be blocked. So I disable that, but I didn't enable the policy, right? So we have to give some policy here. So if you want, you can check their AWS uh, bucket policy. You can search here and you will get some of the details here. So you can take from here. Let's go down, pull down, and then I will give this to in this video description so that you will get these details. Okay. And here you have to specify your bucket name actually. Let's give the bucket name. Okay. So this is the bucket name I given. This is done. Let's save. So bucket policy save is done, right? So now go to this bucket and let's try again. We are able to access hit this endpoint of since the browser cache, right? So it is giving like this. This index.html, right? This object is not found, right? So let's go to here. Let's upload some of the object here. Okay. So let's upload object, add file. Let's add some of the file here. So it is uploading now. Now if we hit here, we are able to get this. Let's see. Now this static web page is loaded, right? So we can able to load the static web page, right? So like this, we can create the static web page by using S3. So now let's, since it was not displaying, right? So now let's see if now it will display or not. So create record set here. Let's keep as it is. Let's alias name. Now set the endpoint S3 region. US East Virginia. Now select. Now see this time this. bucket name is coming automatically. By default, it will come. If you give that same name as the bucket name or that what I can say that domain name, then it will come automatically. So and then routing here, there are multiple routing, there are high level routing. So we'll not select all this high level routing. We'll simple routing only will choose here, and we'll subdomain will not give anything. We'll keep as blank. Okay, so let's create here. Now see our record is creation is done. Its record type is a type only. Okay, and if you want to see the status, what it is happening, still it is pending, right? So it will take couple of seconds to come in sync mode. That means we are good to use this. See, still load is pending. Now it is in sync, right? We can use this one. So now if you give a hit this one, right, in the browser, so let me show you that. So you will able to see that now it's showing like www, this bucket is not there, right? So we have to create one more record here. So and one more bucket also there. So since it is a this is the tricky thing, right? So guys, keep in mind like not only this one we have to create, one more record set we have to create. So in with that subdomain maybe we can give www and then alias name we will give this like endpoint s3 access, or maybe we can give here this is time we will not give that. What we will give here, we'll redirect that to CNAME. Okay, so let's select this one. Now select is another hosted zone. Since we don't have any bucket right here, so it will not display. So first let's create the bucket here. Bucket, let's create one more bucket with the domain name like www dot, same keep as it is, log. This one also disable and create bucket. So this bucket creation is done, right? Because this is the error message we have seen, right? When we are typing this one, we are seeing that error message, right? This www bucket is not there. You see, this bucket is not there, right? So let's go to here. Now we need to do some settings here. So go to the properties and go to that static web page section here, and here enable, and we'll do the redirect. This time we'll do the redirect request, and here we'll give that our actual bucket name. Okay, so let's give this bucket name here. Okay guys, so now save. Now this saving is done. So now let's create the www record set here also. Now also it won't come because now bucket is there, but www record set is not there, right? Okay, since I am redirecting, right, so it will come here. So how it will come here? So let me create that domain here, that www dot then this one. But guys, one point keep in mind, as soon as we enter, right, it won't come actually. Now for me, why it is coming? Because same to show you the live demo, right? I have already created one. Let me show you that. So here I have already put it all this record, right? A type one is that static web page. It will draw that www also it is there, right? It will be hosted this one. So everything is there already. So like this we can create. So let me show you that. And yeah, and set, and this time we can give www. Okay, and let me show you that how I given here. Same thing we can keep here also. So see here we are giving that www, and if you see a type only we are giving, and then record name we are giving this one, and we are giving the alias. Okay, so same thing we can give here alias. Then endpoint we can give like in a hosted zone alias to another hosted zone. Then record set we can select that our previous whatever record set we have created, right? That one we can select. Now click on create. So this creation also done. Okay guys, so this also will take some time to come in state. And then if you want create CNAME, right? So let me show you how we can create CNAME. Let's go here. Suppose Dave. Okay, alias and hosted zone. This time I will give that. Oh, sorry, CNAME I am planning to create, right? So let's select CNAME here and then percent. Sorry, this time no alias, and then CNAME we will give here CNAME. So our CNAME is www dot this one, right? So let me give that other www dot this one, right? So let's keep this one and create record. So as soon as you create, right, it won't come actually. It will take some time to display that page in that web, right? So since I already have posted one zone same domain, right, and all the record is there, that's why it is displaying. So now I have created dev.this one with the CNAME, and this is the, so let's try this one. Say this bucket is not there. And it won't come. It will take some time also to come, right? Since it is different, right? So, but what we can do in my other one, right? So let me show you that other hosted zone, what I gave that CNAME. Same CNAME will give so that it will at least display, right? It will redirect to here and it will display like this bucket is not there. Let me show you that. Here. So let me give that same record here. So QA and select the CNAME and then give the www dot. Okay, guys. So let's simple. Let's keep as it is all default. Let's create. Now type this keyword dot. It will display like this bucket is not there. See, this bucket is not there. This is the error message we got, right? And this one is taking time because this one, right, what I have given, right, this will take some time. So don't worry for you guys whenever you are creating that. If after some time it will come again. So now, and if you are using external domain name, right, so how we can the name server, how we can configure, right, to that external domain name, please have a look in my previous video. I already demonstrated that. Okay, so now if you create this bucket, so let me show you that. So let's go to here. So click here. What we can do, we can create one more bucket. Time QA dot. Okay. So let's create on then this one. Then create bucket. Should I acknowledge it? Go to the properties. Edit. Enable redirect request to original bucket where we have uploaded all the details. So if you now hit this QA dot, right? So now it will come that whatever web page we have given, right? So let's try that. There's this one. See, now this page is coming, right? So similar like this, we can handle this thing. So let me show you that what I have done here. So now this, whatever it was giving, right? It was giving that bucket is not there, right? It was given whenever we are entering that host CNAME, right? Whatever host CNAME we given, right? So it was giving that error message like that particular CNAME is not there, right? So like this, we can handle that CNAME also, guys. So CNAME might like it's a kind of hosted domain to domain. We can redirect our request, right? So I think I covered all this thing here. And if that target is not displaying that also, I told you, you should always create your bucket with this same domain name. Then only it will come there. Otherwise, it won't come there. And if you feel like after giving this host everything, right? If it is that web page is not displaying, just keep some time since I am doing live session. So that's why I have created one more same hostage one, and there I have deployed all these things. So that's why it is redirecting to there. So I hope this session will helpful to you guys. And if you like this session, please do like, share, and with your friend. And if you have still any doubt or any, if you are while you are doing hands-on, if you face any issue, then all the issue you can put in the video comment section. I will address in my subsequent video. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining this session. Bye. See you in my next video.